Hey guys, as you are probably not going to be able to see me, yeah, I just ran for a bit. I wanted to make a useful video about tours, or actually for tourists, places that you could go that you might want to go to. One included in the thumbnail. And that place is in Miyake. So basically, if you ever go to Kyoto or to Osaka, it is not that hard to get from there to Miyake, or Nara for that matter. But if you would go to Miyake, there are two main places I would recommend personally, and that would be, one would be at the Akamiguchi station. There's a bus all the way to the waterfalls, or that area. It's like a ninja village. It has a nice hot spring as well. It's like on the top of a mountain, but even in the lower part of the mountain, there's another hot spring. There are two paths that lead to either the hot spring or up the mountain to the, well, ninja place and the waterfalls. And it's actually huge. There are a lot of steps to take, even if you take the bus up. But honestly, I would recommend that you walk all the way if you are capable of walking long distance. I absolutely advise you to do so. There's a lovely cafe on the, by the road as you walk up, and you can even see it as you take the bus. It has lovely scarecrows, and it's actually owned by a very, very kind and nice Japanese lady who speaks some English. So even as a tourist, you would probably be very heartfully welcomed. There's usually the same type of people that go there, like a group of friends, like elderly people. They're all very sweet. I got to know some of them, and yeah, they're very nice people. But of course, you might enjoy it even more if you speak Japanese. But that's just one really lovely place because of the scenery, the people. Even when you get to the Akamiguchi station, whether you look from the right side or the left side, it is super enjoyable. I totally advise you to go for that. And in the future, I might be making these kind of videos. There are also other places that I would recommend. If you would go to Nara, there is a... Wait, how should I explain this? Oh, right. So when you get to the park in Nara, where it's probably the weird thing to say, but there's a lot of like deers and stuff in that park. And if you then go to the right side, it's, I guess, well, if north would be in front of you, it would be northeast from the park. It leads up to a mountain. There are some snakes in the mountain, but it also leads up, it's a lovely path. It has some waterfalls as well, and lovely statues from old times, Buddhist statues. One being the Buddhist statue of love. It's something that you might want to go to if you want to pray together with your loved ones or make the date romantic. Now, sadly, for me, or I guess it wasn't sadly in hindsight, but at that time it was sad because the girl I went there with, well, it didn't end up as I had expected. So I don't know how much I want to attribute to those gods, but there might be some magic trick to it. Maybe you just need to be completely true to your feelings, and then it will somehow appear and bless you. Anyways, those are two very nice places that I would recommend. That's kind of off the beaten path. You might see like Akamiguchi in some of the tour guide places, but it's pretty rare. Most people don't go there. Most people don't even know of its existence. And of course, I advise you go into the onsen if you go to the Akamiguchi place. In Nara, there's also quite a few nice shops and stuff. But there, I guess you'll find your way yourself. I could also guide you there if you would join this Discord linked down in the description. I can show you around. I can show you around Tokyo. I'm right now in Tokyo, located in Tokyo. Anyways, there's one last place that I would really recommend, and that is Akita. Actually, there are a lot of places in Akita that I would recommend that you go to. One is Higashi Naruse. It has some very old statues. You can basically see a statue that looks like a wizard, like a huge wizard. And it's surrounded by very beautiful like farmland and woods and mountains, and the mountains there are majestic. The trees have very special leaves there that well, actually, their color is a little more vibrant than most trees. I don't know. I actually don't know why. Uh, Maybe I should look that up. Maybe they're just normal trees, and maybe I was just caught off guard by all the magic that was going around in the area. But yeah, and the people there are, well, I didn't meet that many people there. There's almost no one living there. It has a population of, what was it, like 500 people. But it was super beautiful. There's also a hotel with like a hot spring further along the road there. It's very, very difficult to walk there. So you would generally take a bus. I forgot which station it was from that you would take the bus. I think you take a train from a station called Omagari. You can get to that station with the Shinkansen. Then you take another train, a local train. I forgot what station it was, but if you look it up online, you'll find it. And then there's a bus that goes from there 3 times per day. Totally recommended for the scenery. And then other places in Akita that are way easier to get to would be Lake Tazawako. It's the deepest lake in Japan. And it is absolutely beautiful. Like, if you can walk around it, it's gonna take a while to walk around it, but if you enjoy those kind of endeavors, it is so beautiful. There's also a haunted hotel, like a broken down hotel, by the way, that I do not recommend that you go inside, because it really seems cursed. Yeah, but aside from that, like, it has some beautiful statues. The people there are friendly as well. But you might want to make it back in time for the bus, or book a hotel in the area. A different hotel, obviously, than the haunted one. But that's a very, very nice place to be. And if you would, there's also onsen there, like hot springs. It's said to be some of the best hot springs in all of Japan. But Beppu is also said to have those kind of hot springs, and I've been to both, and honestly both were amazing. I'm not sure which one I like the most, to be honest, but I do like Akita a bit more than I like Beppu. But Beppu is like a hot spring town, and it has this kind of towny feeling to it, and it's like an harbor as well, while Akita, or those areas in Akita, Lake Tazawako and stuff, have a lot more natural, nature scenery to it that you might enjoy. I mean, I for one really loved it there, and especially you can go there in the winter or in the summer or in the spring. I've been in all sorts of seasons, and man, is it amazing. I mean, in winter, getting into one of those hot springs, and the scent is a bit potentially off-putting, but the soap scent and stuff is really nice. And then there's also if you would go to Akita Station, which is like the Akita city, there's a lot of food there, and also Kakunodate. I absolutely recommend Kakunodate. Whether you go to Kakunodate or Akita city, well, city is more of a, city if you like that kind of stuff. You can eat all sorts of things and all sorts of specialties. There's also Kakunodate where you can also eat some of the specialties. And I think it has one of the most beautiful rivers I've ever seen. It's that or the Hokkaido River, the Kuchan River. One of those two are those are two of the most beautiful rivers I have ever laid my eyes upon. But yeah, these are places I recommend you go to if you go to Japan. I'm sorry that I didn't add too many pictures, but yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers, and happy travels to Japan. And also, if you need a tour guide to any of those places, feel free to ask me. I actually do pretty cheap tour guides. I don't know if I'm allowed to do self publicity stuff. I forgot what it was called right now. But sell myself here. But I guess some people sell courses, so maybe it's fine. But yeah, I actually offer cheap tours in the area, or in all sorts of areas that I am aware of anyways. I know a lot of places here in Japan, so I can actually take you around and show you around various places. And it's actually pretty cheap. No, like genuinely cheap. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the price on a YouTube video, but if I had to give you a range, it would be somewhere around 3,000 to 4,000 yen ish. And obviously, if we go to food places stuff, I would expect to be treated. And of course, the transportation costs, which generally speaking, a tour guide for one person goes up to around 40,000 yen, and I'm doing a tenth of that. So I would say it's on the cheap side. But that's because I want to gain experience as a tour guide and really improve as well. I'm probably never gonna go up to like 40,000 per person because I think that's insane. I think it's ripping people off. But then you would have a guide for a day, like a full day, pretty much. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought I'd make this video. If you have any questions about Japan or things you might want to think about, or if you want to learn Japanese, I also teach some Japanese. I can only teach you the very basics of Japanese. I am currently at an N2 level myself, so I can't teach you all the way to become a master in Japanese. Most Japanese people can't even teach you that. But maybe 5 years from now I should be able to do that as well. Who knows? Who knows what the world has in stock? But one of my mottos is, no matter how dark things get, no matter how hopeless things get, whether it's in the world or one's own life, know that even you can make a difference. Even you are special. And even you can be even more special. Yeah, those kind of things. Anyways, enjoy your life and what's ahead. Cheers.